the plaintiffs in that case, Joe Magian. Thank you for being with us, Joe. You're one of thousands of fans left high and dry to try to get tickets to go see Taylor Swift. Tell me about your personal ticket experience, first of all.
Sure. So I registered, first of all, thank you for having me, but I registered, like anyone else for different cities. And the day before the pre-sale, I got the code that I was able to purchase tickets for Denver on July 15th. And when I got in, they had said, don't worry about getting in line early. It doesn't matter. So I hopped on just before and waited about 4 hours, to get into the queue. And then right when I was supposed to exit the waiting room and enter the queue, it kicked me back out to another waiting room to wait another 4 hours. So altogether, that first day I waited 9 hours or so without getting any tickets. Then the next day, since I had a Capital One credit card, was able to purchase tickets, the last tickets available in the stadium, which were thankfully wheelchair accessible. But I waited the next day 5 hours to do that. And so, yeah, it was a long hassle. It was about 14 hours in total.
Oh, my gosh. So more than half a day, you're sitting in line in the queue waiting for tickets. You finally got them. What'd they cost you?
They cost me, so I paid like 200 and 25% in fees. So, yeah, like there were a lot of fees associated with it.
Yeah, and a lot of headache associated with it as well. So tell me, Joe, about this lawsuit. You're one of a number of plaintiffs involved. What's the crux of it?
Well, the truth is we really want answers. And so we want to understand why this happened. Was Ticketmaster aware of ways that it could have been better? I think it's really important that consumers understand, what they're buying and when or how they're buying it, and what the fees are going towards that they are paying. A lot of people would swipe their credit card and then get notified that the tickets they purchased were sold out. So they would provide, different tickets that were supposed to be comparable. Or during the time that the payment was being processed, they would say, the ticket price went up, so we're going to charge you actually a few more $100. And people were like, these weren't the terms I agreed on. So I think it's not okay to be offering fans an opportunity to buy tickets, one at unfair prices, but also, without the ability to understand what they're purchasing.
Well, and Ticketmaster, I mean, it's a big, powerful company. They're going to fight back, and they already have done so. They're pushing the judge to throw this out and essentially allow for arbitration. What's the likelihood of that? What are you being told?
I actually am not sure about what the likelihood of being put into arbitration is. I know that our hearing on March 27th in Los Angeles will be in federal court, and we're hoping that we can move back to state court in California. So that is our hope, and we are fighting very hard to make that happen.
Joe, Ticketmaster has already implemented a few things. One of those is the dynamic pricing. What do you understand about that, and is it helpful, or could it also backfire on fans?
I don't think it's helpful. I think that as fans are purchasing tickets and more tickets are being sold, the cost of the tickets that are left are going up higher. And we have plaintiffs in this lawsuit that paid $1,000 for nosebleed seats because of dynamic pricing. And that's outrageous.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned Ticketmaster is powerful, but so is Taylor Swift. If she were to be watching this, and no doubt she is listening to her fans, she always does, what is the message to her about getting involved and fighting for the Swifties out there who are just trying to go to her concerts and enjoy some entertainment?
Well, I know Taylor has always fought for artists, and she's a big advocate of a lot of different things, and she really supports her fans. So I think that this is not only, fighting for the consumer, it's fighting for artists who are being pushed around by this big monster of Ticketmaster and Live Nation as well. And so I believe that she's definitely on board with this.
Well, David and Goliath, it's a story we know well, and we also know the outcome of it. So we'll stay on it. Joe Magian, plaintiff in the collective lawsuit against Ticketmaster. Appreciate your time this morning. Have fun at the concert in July.
Thank you so much.
All right, coming